have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Hawaii's offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Right on the money. Hard-hitting tackle. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. They've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Jones to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Ah, shit. God damn it. Oh, that's all right.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The short hands, it's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They're going to run it.
Oh my God, my own guy got in the way. Jesus Christ.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
What are we doing, boys? What are we doing?
With a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to
defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they... There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Jones wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rainbow Warriors in the hurry up.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here comes
Ooh, nice fake.
incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he went to the defense. Put the heat on.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
No, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon where the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bettis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. to the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive.
It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And it looks as if they've...
He was down.
Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together...
Oh, my goodness.
No need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Jones wants to throw it. He makes the grab, and he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's got him. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing.
Oh, how does he drop
The
that?
game is starting to slow down for him.
Come on now.
I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field.
Turning it on. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action.
Oh, what are we doing?
And the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play action.
What are we
pass
doing?
Success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field. Fired
Shit.
toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense.
Made it too late.
The scoring opportunity. And now on 4th
Thrown
down,
out way earlier.
field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away.
Fuck. Okay.
Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bettis. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Jones to throw. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David,
Oh boy. Ooh.
It's your job to do the rest.
That was
right?
close.
You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Now on the move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss.
Wait, how do I have 2 number 6s on the field?
Everybody's toast.
And that's
Wait.
why you got him back deep, because that guy
Hold
can't
on.
do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return.
Yeah, 2.
Takes
Wait.
it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Look that up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Now, 1 is Lyra, the receiver. It's got to be on defense, right? It's got to be on defense. It's got to be DB. Oop. Bro. All right, gotta edit him. Gotta remember that one.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 16 to Washington. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play?
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Damn.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Jones wants to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal.
Damn it.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Wideout trying to get it in. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff.
Jesus, come on.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to...
Oh, come on. He did not get that.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Oh, come on now.
What's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going for the big play. Caught at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
What? He missed them. Holy shit.
A big hit there, forces
Oh,
second down.
God.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Jones to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, Jayhawks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a
Oh my God. Really?
Got the first down. They finally
Holy shit.
turns that into
That was
first down.
stupid.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback.
What?
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd.
Okay, that like morphed right through my safety's body.
Is available here on 2nd down.
Holy shit.
Pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They're working that left side. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus, and they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize.
Where the hell was my corner? Hold up. Where was my corner?
And this offense has not had much.
Why was he in the end zone? Oh my
String
God.
a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown.
That felt like an EA touchdown, that whole drive.
But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case this is the game of the week in the Big 12. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Handoff from the...
That was not the blocking assignments at all. Not even close.
That's a fantastic
What are we
play by the
doing?
linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. He has the first and still on his feet. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building